We've been trained to believe that if a staff smiles at you and says, "Have a nice day," they've done a great job. But politeness is bare minimum. It's expected. Most staff go around wearing a face mask. I don't mean a literal face mask, I mean a forced smile. A forced smile is like a mask. And most of your clients do not need a mask, they want a genuine connection. When your team responds with robotic phrases, they are just performing. They are not making a genuine connection. And that performance is what's making your customer retention numbers dwindle. So today, we're moving beyond the smile. We're talking about emotional presence. This is a difference between a transaction and an experience. So if this is your first time here, I'm Blessing, and I'm here to redefine how your teams think, speak, and show up. So subscribe, lean in, engage, share, and let's dive in. We've all been there. You walk into a high-end establishment, and the person behind the counter welcomes you with a practiced plastic smile. They say the right words and the robotic responses, but yet you still feel like just a number or another customer. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying smiling is bad or your frontliners shouldn't smile. I'm only saying that in a world that is starved of authenticity, your clients want a genuine connection, and robotic responses and forced smiles are a mask. If your brand strategy is just service with a smile, that's not sustainable. You'll only be putting on a performance, and with a performance, your customer loyalty will suffer. We're talking about emotional presence. There's a massive difference between a transaction and an experience. A transaction is functional. A transaction is the exchange of money for service. It's cold. There's no genuine connection there. It's when your staff is doing what's expected of them, when they're just doing their job. That's a transaction. But an experience, that's emotional. An experience is when your client feels like the most important person in the room for those 3 minutes. Most businesses focus on the mechanics of the job, how to use a software, how to check someone in. But the premium brands, they focus on creating an experience. They don't just let the staff do the job, they ensure their staff create a brand experience. So, what is emotional presence? It's three things: anticipation over reaction. This is seeing the client's needs before they have to verbalize it. So it's the doorman that notices you at the doorway struggling with tool bags and offers to help, or the waiter that offers to refill your glass before you have to ask. And that is because they were present enough to notice you. Number two, the unscripted moment. This is moving beyond the robotic responses to have a human to human conversation. So it is when a client tells you they've had a stressful day or throws a hint about how their day hasn't been so great, and you don't jump over it as a transactional staff, but being emotionally present enough to say, "Oh, how can I help make your day better?" Or offering to do something to help them feel better. Yeah, that is the unscripted moment. Third thing is the energy literacy. This is being sensitive to the energy of the person that walks into your space or walks into your business environment. So you may have someone with a melancholic energy walk in. You can't just come off being a hype man all of a sudden. No, you have to read the room and be able to sense their energy and reciprocate it. And if possible, help them feel better. These are the three ways to be emotionally present. So, dear business owner, my dear leader and entrepreneur, here is your challenge for the week. Go to your front line. Do not look at your sales numbers. No, don't do that. Look at your frontliners. Are they smiling because you told them to? Or are they present enough to understand that they are the heartbeat of your brand? Because if you just have transactional staff, then they are just performing. But emotional presence, that is your competitive advantage. So, two questions I have for you. One, if an AI or app could process your transactions, what is one thing your frontline staff provides that a machine could never do? Second question, if you walked into your business as a stranger today, would you feel served by a human or processed by a system? I'll be in the comment section. Remember, this is where the frontline becomes the leading line. I'll see you in the next video.